Alright guys, so today I bring you another Arduin video. As you might know, he's one of my most favorite champions out there in the game. He is so good at just consuming damage and still be able to retaliate because of his skills. He does have this brutal 2 where you get a shield, and the more health you have, the better it is. So you will see that my build is mainly focusing on that. It's going to be a really quick game. The enemy didn't stand a great chance, and as always within the new videos, you will see my build, my arcana, and the enchantments after this short intro. If you like my videos, it would be so helpful if you subscribe and leave a like. And if you have something to say about the video, just go for it, leave it in the comments below. And if you want to have conversations with me, or if you need something, join my Discord channel as well. I really appreciate to have more people in there so we can organize some kind of Void of Dust community games. So yeah, I wish you a pleasant play. Thumbs up for you guys playing Arena of Valor, such a great game. And I would say let's just hop right into the action, and I'm gonna show you what build I'm using on Arduin. Hey guys, so here is the build that I promised, and you can see that I build Arduin mainly tanky. So I've got the Mantle of Ra because of the damage that it does over time from the passive. I've got the Gilded Reefs for the reduction of control effects. Frostcape is a really nice addition to that because you do get some power while you have a lot of armor going on, as well as Hercules Madness. I do use the Medallion of Troy here, but you can skip that for Gaia Standard. That's especially helpful if there is a lot of sustained mage damage. If they have a lot of burst, I would go with the Medallion of Troy. And to finish the build, I'm going with the good old Fenrir's Tooth because it just gives you a little bit more extra punch that you might need in the late game. So let's take a look at the Arcana. I'm using my so-called AD tank build on that. So we do use Indomitable, basically for the max HP. The attack speed is quite nice on Arduin as well. We've got the Benevolence in the second slot. Max HP and movement speed plus HP regeneration goes over something like Colossus. It's just some more utility, and I really like that. And I do have Skewer. It's not full tanky, it's a D tank because I do like to have some extra damage, and the armor pierce is actually quite nice on that. And here comes my enchantment page. I've done that myself. Like, that's not something that you will find in the stuff that the game kind of shows you. So I'm going full Afata. I've got the River Treader because you do get movement speed, HP regeneration, and mana regen, which is quite nice because you're going to spam his abilities a lot. Like, Arduin is pretty ability heavy. I'm using the Nature's Gift because it just gives you so much more health, especially at the end of the game. And this Arduin build is all about scaling HP to maximize your second skill, but I'm gonna tell you some more about that in the game. And I have taken Nature's Rage because, as you can see, whenever you use an immobilizing ability, such as a knock, stun, whatever, and you have 2 on that, that's the first ability. If you use it a second time, and your ult does that as well, you are dealing some more damage. But if you feel that you're losing life too fast, you can switch it for example, the defense ultimate rune here. I do use the mana refill. As I said, you're going to spam your abilities a lot. I take that over damage because you're doing sustained damage that bursts through if you attack more often. And to get some more armor pierce, I have the Holy Verdict in this build as well. So that's like the best enchantment page that I have come up with. If you have any other ideas, just put it down in the comments below. So let's hop into the game. All right, so let's get this started. I am Arduin on the solo lane. As I said, this is gonna be a tank build, and here is the first mistake. I have been using my first ability where I should have started with the second ability. I would always advise you guys to start with the second ability. The crowd control effects from the first ability are not as important as having a shield at the beginning of the game. That's so valid, and you will see, I guess you will see that it would have been more beneficial. So we are up against the Arthur on the solo lane, and Arthur has maxed or has used his second skill, which I would do as well. And as you can see, the fight here is going quite well at the beginning, but then we are doing a lot of damage and trying to chunk his health away. And I think if I would have used my if I would have had the shield first, and the shield gives you additional damage on the next hits, that Arthur could have been dead. So as he's quite low, I don't really fear him that much. And I go in here to clear the minions to get the gold and push into the tower X. And now here we go. Whew, that was a situation here, and I just did not see them. Like, to be fair, I wasn't paying attention to the map, and that's just one of the newbie mistakes, and I still do them. Yes, I'm blaming my team here, trying to get them into the... Just ping it. Like, if someone's missing in the lane, just ping that he's missing, so the other guys might just be aware of the fact that someone might roam. I try to do that any single time possible. Sometimes I do forget it as well. But yeah, this is just bad luck, and it should not hinder us from being awesome at the end of the game. So right now I have started with the first item, and I have this kind of determination to get the first upgrade, and after I have received the first upgrade from the Mantle of Ra, in this example, I go on with the boots. And here you can see how much damage we do. Like, look at that. We did just a couple of hits from our shield, and Arthur is basically just some more auto attacks would have killed him, and we are lucky enough to do so. It was quite nice that we got the ult here. Otherwise, that could have been a little bit worse, but before Arthur was leading in terms of the experience points, and right now we are still doing a really good job on the lane. Like in this example, I have been using at first the magic resistance item, like the smallest one, and afterwards the boots. I would always wait for the gold to get the boots first and then get the item second. But yeah, if you are in a game and you play and play and play and play, you just sometimes do things that you would not do under perfect circumstances. So I was a little bit hasty here, but I would always do it differently. So right now we are on the foot of Florentino, and we go in here because it does make sense to go in here. We've got the backup from our Darcy. Florentino is doing a lot of damage, but it doesn't matter because we do get him here, and we got a fabulous double kill on that. Thanks for Darcy's support, otherwise I would not have been able to make it. But if you play this build, you will realize that sometimes you think you are dead and that you are in the like bad position. But if you just continue spamming your shield and spamming your abilities, you will realize that you can survive through some encounters where other heroes would have been dead. And that's why I love Arduin just so much. Like, he's my favorite hero. Like, if I should main someone, it would be Arduin. I think I'm doing a quite good job on Arduin. If you think so too, just put it down in the comments below. That would be so great. Like, if someone could ever see the potential that I am actually having with him and that I'm unleashing with him every single time in the game. So right now we have just finished our first item. We do get a Darcy off the hook here, and not the Darcy, the Florentino here, and because everyone was there, quite nice 3-1-1 in this little massacre.
Don't get the last hit here, that's unfortunate. That would just have given us some more gold. And I'm going with the health item at first, because as I said, your 2 is giving you more shield capacity if your health is bigger. Like the more health you have, the better your 2 gets, and that is what Arduin is all about. Like he's not a really complicated hero. He is really straightforward. Like he's doing damage, he's doing stuff, and he kills things. And I don't know why I did not go for the Arthur. Like I just left my Darcy here alone, which is a shame. But I want this Arcana so bad, and I got him. Using my ability to go into the walking line of Arthur. And as you can see right now, we did a pretty good job on farming stuff up. So right now we are 2 levels ahead of Arthur. And with our tower behind us, I feel quite comfortable. Now Darcy is gonna make it to my lane again. And I don't know why they have been staying here. Like that Arthur really wants to die here. Otherwise, he would not have done this, because it doesn't really make any sense to jump on me if you have Darcy behind. Because the AoE effect from Darcy's second spell is just massive. Like he can kill entire minion waves in just 1 spell, and that's brutal. Like Darcy is still one of the killer characters in the game. And I think the animation is actually quite nice. Like we do have this purple approach going on here. And as you can see, no one is contesting the tower. I do take the first tower shoot here on purpose, because I wanted to get the minions in pretty safe. Frostcape now online. That's a really good thing to do. I misclick my ult here. That wasn't on purpose. That was just my fat, hasty fingers. And Quillen sees the opportunity and goes in. And right now I'm using my second ability to apply more damage to the tower, because it gives you a attack speed increase, which is fair enough, quite nice. Like, Arduin is so good. Like, he's such a nice hero. I really like him for what he can do. Decide to go with the Medallion of Troy here to get this little extra boost. Medallion of Troy gives you some small extra shield. I'm calling out Abyssal Dragon because it might actually be something that might be useful. And you can see that the dual lane just manages to get the first tower in the game after 8 minutes, which is quite late, but nonetheless, now we have another lane that we can just try to force our stuff into. And I don't care, like here, this is the perfect situation. I go in here, of course, for certain. I do have the ability to go in here. We have the firepower from the team. Quillen combined with Darcy, that's just devastating. And as you can see, that double kill was well deserved, and the enemy did not stand any single chance here. I always look for new opportunities. So as soon as I see that we have waves pushed, I am encountering the middle lane so that we get a second tower to open up to their core. And I think they basically like they threw the game. Like they're not really into the game anymore. Arthur goes in, we just smash him to the ground. Arcana is the only one standing and defending the tower. Like there is supposed to be Florentino, but I don't really think that he's gonna do anything. He just accepted his fate. He just realized that this game is not a game that he's supposed to win, because we have the cannon minion, and here comes the last wave. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This was the killing blow. 10-minute game. Wow, that was fast. And there's something special about this game as well, as you might see right now, after the whole verdict has been determined. Who is the MVP? Yeah, it was a ranked game, so here comes now you see that I'm in the 4th platform, and here we go. Void of Dusk, 30.3% of damage. So Arduin is a champion that can take a beating and still be able to beat down things as well. Not everyone gets a thumbs up because I don't think that the stuff was that great. And here we go. This is the verdict. And here's my build, but you will have seen the build before. And yeah, there we go. So if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye, guys.